For tonight's episode of the Jony Horror Reviews, we will be featuring a guest host with the most. Please give a warm round of applause to Mr. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. It's showtime. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. It is the sequel to the Ghost with the Most, 35 years in the making, and sees the return of director Tim Burton, his muse Michael Keaton, as well as Winona Ryder and Catherine O'Hara. In the film, I'm gonna be honest with you, gang, this flick's plot is all over the map, and it would be damn near impossible for me to even begin to try and sum it up, let alone do anything cutesy with it. So, we're gonna simplify. Beetlejuice is back and up to his old dead guy tricks. Give me the good stuff. All the peeps behind this bad boy were going on about how it would return to old school practical effects, and I am happy to report that the rumors are true. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice is absolutely filled to the brim with cheesy, kick-ass, and absolutely hilarious handmade horror. Speaking of hilarious, I gotta admit, I laughed more during this picture than I have in any other form of visual entertainment in a long time. The slapstick is on point, and Keaton and O'Hara, what can I say? They both have direct lines to my frickin' funny bone. Unlike recent sequels, Alien Romulus, the fan service in Beetlejuice Beetlejuice feels like an appropriate hat tip. There are certainly shoutouts and homages up the wazoo, but they are done in service of the story and not for a metaphorical mic drop. One of the clever ways that they pay homage to the OG is how they toe the line with their PG-13 rating. Seriously, crass comedy, legit gore, and multiple F-bombs. Albeit one is literally bleeped out, but that only adds to the humor in my humble opinion. Quite frankly, I am insanely impressed with what they were able to get away with for what is, for all intents and purposes, a family film. And last but certainly not least, the man of the hour, Mr. Juice. This could very well be my favorite performance of Michael Keaton's. Maybe even more so than his original turn as the bio-exorcist. Maybe even more so than Batman. Hell, maybe even more so than freaking Jack Frost. He is so good, he is so funny, he is so on point that I would really have no idea that his performance is 35 years removed from the 1988 original if I did not know any better. If you like nothing else about this movie, Michael Keaton's return as the Ghost with the Most cannot be denied. Well, y'all know what time it is. There is so much going on in this flick, it is wild, to say the least. Not only are there like a zillion characters, but all of those characters have plot lines and story arcs that range from very good to damn near pointless. It's just a lot. And while a feature like this can get away with and maybe even benefit from its zany overabundance, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice is, to put it kindly, an overstuffed merry melody. Go ahead and give me that rewatch. This movie's gonna be insanely rewatchable. Not only is it a gosh darn riot, but there are so many gags, jokes, references, and plot points being thrown around every few seconds that it is impossible to keep up with without extensive reevaluation. And if I was gonna show this at the Jony Horror Drive-In and not feature it with the OG, maybe I want to be contrarian, so sue me. For the sake of variety, I would have to go with another Burton-Keaton follow-up that also sees Danny DeVito slurp his way through his performance, the utterly perfect superhero sequel, Batman Returns. Manic, morbid, Michael Keaton. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice is the rare legacy sequel that finds the damn near perfect balance of having all at once awe and admiration for its source material, and a furious determination to broaden its horizons. The cast is in top form, and we can all breathe a sigh of relief that Tim Burton has not lost his imaginative touch. 9 out of 10 for the Jony Horror score. Well, that's gonna put the nail in the coffin for this episode of the Jony Horror Reviews. I'm your ghost host, Jony Horror, reminding all you dearly departed. That's why I won't do 2 shows a night anymore, babes. I won't. And never forget, when daylight come and you wanna go home, jump in the line, rock your body in time.
What the f***?